Hi everyone, it's Saturday morning and normally I go outside and take a really long walk, but today it's windy and cold, so I can't get outside. So I'm going to show you a leg circuit workout. There's 3 leg exercises. Each one we will do for 2 minutes apiece. I'm going to use 2 weights. These are 5-pound each. That's normally a lot heavier than I want to do, but because these are leg exercises, the big muscles of the leg can handle it. I suggest that if you're in level 6 and above, you don't go any heavier than 5-pound weights. And if you're in level 5 and below, you do these exercises without weights. In fact, there's one exercise that I'm gonna skip the weights altogether. Okay, so make sure safety first, that's the most important thing. So things you're gonna need a clear space because we're gonna be doing skater lunges. You're going to need a timer, something that can time 2 minutes for you, and of course water. So before we do anything, we're gonna warm up. So we're gonna march in place. Make sure that you've got good breath in and good breath out. So breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. This leg circuit is also really cardio. That's why I like it. You can go through it once, twice, 3 times through. Although I have to tell you that when I go through it once, I'm usually pretty sore the next day. So take it a little bit easy the first time you go through this. Okay, let's do the bend and reach. This is kind of my favorite warm up. It's easy, you don't have to think about it. Get a favorite warm up that you like to do that involves marching in place and breathing. A little bit of cardio like we're doing right now. See, I'm having to close my mouth and breathe and stop talking, so that's perfect. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. And flat back swan dive over. Walk those hands forward into your plank position. Alternating knees. Long back, belly button to spine. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch back, downward dog. Walk your hands into your feet. Contract your abs, roll up. Back to the marches. So while you're doing these marches, you're pulling in belly button to spine. Lift those arms now, lift the knees a little bit higher. Long back. Remember, thinking your head over your tailbone at all times. And bend and reach. 3, 2, 1. Feet together, deep breath in. And flat back swan dive over. Walk your hands forward. Walk the legs out and in. Out and in. And out and in. And out and in. And out and in. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Feet together, stretch back. Walk your hands into your feet. Soften your knees, contract your abs, roll up. Back to the marches. Nice deep breath in. 4, 3, 2, bend and reach. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Feet together, deep breath in. Flat back over. Walk those hands forward. We have leg pulls, so lift, pulse, lower. Lift, pulse, lower. Lift, pulse, lower. Stomach in, push the floor away. And lift, pulse, lower. 1 more each. And last one, pulse, lower. Stretch back. Walk your hands into your feet. Soften your knees, roll up. Okay, the most important thing to remember about these exercises that we're fixing to do is it's about the legs. It's not about the back. So everything that you need to do, think about keeping the back straight. Don't let this happen. All right, especially if you're going to use the weights. Be really careful about that. All right, your first exercise, I'm just going to demonstrate it without the weight. It's called a skater's lunge. So the legs are really wide and the feet are forward. They're not turned out. They're forward. What you're gonna do is you'll have your weight on either side of your foot, like so. And you're gonna go down, arms are out, go down, keep the back flat, scoop the weight up. Now use the leg to drive yourself up, reach it out at a diagonal, come down and stand up. Then we'll switch to the other side. Again, straight back. Make these big quads do all the work. And out and back down. Okay, get your timers ready. And here we go, 2 minutes. Put on some nice music, something that's got a good beat to it. You don't want to do these too fast at first, because you really want to get comfortable with the move. If you're not comfortable with the move, then you're not sure what you're doing, and the faster you go, the more you're going to risk injury, and that's not what we want. We want an effective leg workout, right? When I was younger, in my 30s and 40s, I like to do this with 10-pound weights. So if we have any moms out there that want to try it, go for it. Watch your elbow, don't jab. You're pushing through, not jabbing. Keeping that back straight. Sticking your fanny out. And breathe. You're gonna feel this in your quads, in your glutes, definitely in your inner thighs. Keep breathing nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Reach that arm out at a diagonal, nice and long. Back is flat, hips are back. Reach. Make sure the arm that's not working is staying nice and long. So you're still pulling down in your shoulders, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Very important. Make sure your skater's lunge is wide enough apart that you're challenging those legs. If your legs are too close together, you're not going to feel challenged. Whew, thank goodness, 2 minutes. All right. So I'm going to grab a quick sip of water before we go on to our next exercise. As you can tell, I'm breathless. Okay. So the next exercise, you're going to have both weights right in front of you. Feet are wider than shoulder width apart. The action is kind of like sit down, stand up, where you sit back and up, okay? Please don't do this. This is so bad. Stick your fanny out. It feels like you're arching it. You're really not. Pull those ribs in though, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down, pick those weights, keep your elbows nice and close, drive the weights up, pull them back in, drop them down, stand up. So this is part of that whole pick things up and put things down routine I like to do. Okay, get your timers ready. Here we go. Flat back. Again, it's the legs bending that make you go down, okay? Don't keep your legs straight. That defeats the purpose of a leg workout, right? Straight up, pull up, elbows back, straight down and up. Pull the shoulders back. And breathe. Stomach in, pelvic floor lifted, really strong Kegel. Externally, yes, I'm working. Internally, I'm working much harder. Transverse abdominis, working hard. Pelvic floor, working hard. Now I'm not squeezing my glutes on the way up. I know that used to be really popular when you come up from a squat to squeeze your glutes. That's not great for the back either. So you want to stay neutral. Neutral is safe, and we want to be safe, right? And breathe. Keep the shoulders down, especially when you bring the weights over your head. Really important. Right about now, the legs start getting tired. They don't want to cooperate anymore. Keep the ribs in nice and tight. Keep your shoulder blades squeezed together. Long neck. Again, try not to look down. Keep your eyes at eye level. Pull the shoulders back. Sweating. I hope you guys are feeling this as much as I am. Belly button to spine at all times. When you start getting tired, the back really wants to round. Make the legs do the work. Again, keep it at a moderate pace. Don't want to go too fast. And breathe. Keep it up. Stick that fanny out. All right. Whew. Okay. Quick sip of water. Next exercise, I'm going to demonstrate with the weights, but I'm not going to do it with the weights because it's a little bit hard on my knees. Got a lot of miles on my knees. This one's going to hit your inner thighs big time. So the legs are going to be really, really wide, really wide. So you're going to bend down, pick the weights up, push straight up, straight out, in and down, recover, okay? So one more time, go down, up, out, in, and down. If you're choosing not to use the weights, same motion. You want to try to get as close to the floor as possible without tipping over. So it's more like a reach for the floor. It's not exactly a tip over, okay? All right. Final exercise. Let's do this. So, down, up, out. Put the weights down, stand back up. So if you're not using weights, you still mimic the movement as if you were. Definitely keep the eyes at eye level when you're coming back up. You can try it one time with the weights, like you can alternate this rep. I'm using weights. Next rep, no weights. You'll try it with weights again. Up, out, in, and down. Again, you can go through this whole circuit 2 or 3 times. Try not to lean over. Straight back. my foot slipping on the floor. So if you're on carpeting, you don't have to worry about that so much. Out. In with the arms down, straight up. So you're basically doing a gigantic grand plie in second position. Definitely getting my cardio in. Shoulders down, ribs in. If it was a nicer day, I might even be tempted to try this outside. Hang in there. Reach those arms out. 2 minutes is long, huh? Out, in, down. Oh, come on, timer. Let's do it with weights. Up, out, down, up. Uh-oh, I'm starting to tip forward. Got to keep the back up. Make the legs do the work. Woo! I'm going to be so sore tomorrow. Yikes. We should have a follow-up video. It's like sprinting. Up, out, stomach in, down, up. And up. See, I'm getting slower. Whew. Out, in, down, and up. Down. Keep breathing. Notice how I can't talk very much now. Definitely cardio. Keep that back straight as possible. Oh my goodness. Push up, push up. Those of you who are still using weights, my hat is off to you. Yes. Reach, reach, in, down, up. Whoops, I bent over too far on that one. Make sure you're going straight down, not leaning over. Shoulders down. You might even switch to a smaller weight with this. If you have 2 or 3 pounds, that'd be good too. Can kind of switch between the 2 weights. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so now that we're finished, you need to let those legs kind of shake out and then perform a stretch on your quads and inner thighs for about 30 seconds to a minute. Hydrate. And those of you that want to go through it again and again after that, I wouldn't do any more than 3 times, definitely. All right, thanks everybody. Love you, stay safe.